per game.
He's dramatically improving and a multi-skilled player. And I like him on defense. I like his length, and you see him getting the starting assignment. They're double teaming Booker, who split the double team.
Devin Booker.
No, that's Ish.
Ish Smith just missed. Thought he got bumped. Booker goes that shot, instead tried to pass. Another turnover. Booker, his baseline jumper. 2-for-1 opportunity right now for Phoenix. Booker, his step back for 3.
It just seems like he just doesn't have that pop in his game, that first step that he normally has to finish.
Booker got it in the foul. I thought Devin Booker got away with a travel.
You know, going at it. Watch Booker with the left hand. Who does he look like there?
Here's Booker against Troy Brown Jr. His step back. He is just lethal.
Scott Brooks going with Troy Brown Jr. on Booker down the stretch, and he is just, this is an elite scorer.
What you know and expect he's going to do, and that's behind the three-point line.
Yeah, that was the issue. Book with a tough runner off the window.
Tough drive here. I mean, you're going right. Your angle is not the best.
Suns had a good start. Booker looking from deep and likes the result. And that's when you kind of felt like, okay, his leg strength is back as Booker goes right at him with the left hand. The Suns all of a sudden now down by 13. Book squares and fires off the mid-range.
Because, again, they believe they can outscore you, and they've done that consistently this year, so you cannot dispute their mindset.
Just coming downhill at you.
Yeah, Devin's eyes just light up when a young guy jumps out there on him. And the injury obviously set him back, and then getting traded, but he's pretty much unguardable when he's rolling.
In fact, those are the identical numbers for Phoenix, 13 of 14. Book with a pull-up, like a layup.
He didn't want him in there posting. Please, that's a major weapon down there.
Booker working on Hardaway Jr. Tied up on the baseline, doesn't matter. From beyond the arc this half. Book thought about it, sizing up Hardaway Jr. again. On the drive, just muscles it up. Better offense that time from the veteran Beverly.
Well, Beverly can score the ball. He's just not asked to do it.
Deep 3 on the way for Book. Cleared quarantine. Deep 3 on the way again for Book, who will hold the pose. Book has struggled since getting into the bubble. Is his three-point shooting, but he'll take another look at it. Well, same result.
Can I let you in on something? That bubble you talking about? Yes, it has. And K-Ray, it's arrived.
They're trying to fight over the Ayton screen. Just beautiful stroke there from Devin Booker, who's got 14 now. And scouting the Suns, he said they are one of the thirstier teams in the bubble. Catch and shoot 3 on the way for Book, and down it goes.
Because teams will go small, but DeAndre Ayton on the court, he's going to get a lot of minutes.
Book given the baseline jumper.
You got to get back in a hurry.
A dozen today for Leonard. 4 of 11 to the field. Booker raising up and connecting from deep.
Wow. Who's guarding? Getting the Suns into their offense at a 2-point lead on a good shot.
Deep 3 on the way for Book, and splash down for Devin Booker. Hey, with a game-high 25.
Johnson not buying into it.
Book trying to turn the corner, cut off there by Shamet. Payne on the drive and dish. Easy 2 for Book.
They got the matchup here that they wanted.
Booker working on Shamet. Got some contact. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just dead serious.
Against the Mavericks on Sunday. Book leaning back on the baseline. Cash it in. Booker gets the Ayton screen. Working on Reggie Jackson with a pull-up. Yes.
Reggie, meet Devin.
33 for number 1. Used all the tools today.
That's just beautiful. Look at the form on that. Young people watching. That's exactly what to do. Clear it out now.
They bring the double at Booker. Book on the spin. Fires for the win! Got it!
Devin Booker today puts the Suns now 3-0 for that play-in game.
It confirms made.
They are learning a lot in a short while here. Look at the defense by Paul George.
And let me tell you something.
Just before the hiatus, Suns were rolling before then as Booker able to hit. Pacers shooting 51%. Suns shooting 48%. And this guy just continues to. Greg Kaminsky's coming to the game. Nice little up and under move for Booker. Book head down, barrels at the basket. Signature move to his left.
I really love how DeAndre is thinking the game. He could have forced that, but the time is more important right now, and it led to another Booker jumper. I mean, you see how good that was?
33 Miles Turner.
That's what Devin has to do. If he wants to stay in the game, it's just back to the basics. Left, right. Got to free Devin up. Make it easy for him.
Works on the Ayton screen, right to the rim, and 1.
Because coaches are always afraid to play players that have serious foul trouble, right? And so it's a trust factor. Some players they allow to get away with it, some they don't. And I think Devin is trying to play as a load for DeAndre, but if he can get himself in great position, he can have a great game.
Early. 6 points. Booker on a drive and a pretty finish for Devin Booker.
With the wrong leg, right, for the layup, but understand.
Coming off another game on Thursday where he had 5 threes. 21st time this season that he's done that is Book able to connect. Saric trying to sneak around Adebayo. A lot of contact. Was able to jar it loose. Up ahead to Booker on the drive and the kiss, and he was looking for an and 1. Payne unable to get it to him.
Yeah, you got to really be careful and try to get him the ball.
Drops it off to DA, finds Book, gets up top. Knocked away there by Saric.
Ricky did a good job that time. He didn't really stand there and take the hit totally, basically backed up for a period of games here, the 4 games. But yet, in their struggles, they're still right there.
Inside, Book rising up and hammers it down. Poor shot selection there. Book on the drive, the runner, got it. Ayton catching a break right there. Booker head down, barrels to the rim. That's a big help there for the Suns. 4th personal.
Time Ayton stood his ground.
Book on the drive and the kiss. Steps into the triple. Check that. That's Duncan Robinson. So back-to-back threes for Robinson. High off the window for Book. Hero stepping out defensively on Booker. Step back baseline. Jay in the face. Filthy from Devin Booker. 13th pick overall. Booker got it. A long 2, they'll call it. Rubio on the drive, kicks it back to Book. Inside the stripe, doesn't matter. He'll take the long 2. Defending on Booker.
Got to stay flat here. I don't even like DeAndre coming up to set a screen. No.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Don't bring anybody.
Booker on the spin, the drive.
That's 2.
That should definitely be a goaltend.
That's going down.
Muscala knock it down. Another 3-point shot. And a quick 7-2 Oklahoma City lead. Booker on the drive, goes glass.
Fight, and it's not there. And mentally, you just let your guard down. This is something the Suns are going to really fight here in the first half.
Book on the turnaround. He had help coming to Chris Paul, but does not matter. And misfire on the three for Abdel Nader. Again, if you're tuning in late, no DeAndre Ayton in the starting lineup today as Book explodes to the rim.
They've been shooting the ball well, and I think that's why Chris Paul wanted to play. You heard that guy, Edward.
Smooth shooter. Book explodes to the rack.
So I'm all for putting pressure on them. Put it on the floor.
Carter on the drive and kick finds Booker cutting on the baseline.
That was a heck of a catch, man.
Step back triple. Book goes boom, but they're going to call it a long two just yet.
Now think about it. He had to catch it and then cognizant of the baseline, cognizant of Dort right in front of him, and then drills it right in his grill. Sometimes have a 2-for-1 opportunity here, but you can't shoot it too quickly.
Booker working, gets right to the rim, hits the deck, and it looked for the and one.
Well, that shifting of his body right there, it's surprising because, you know, again, Chris Paul has had his injury problem over the years, without a doubt. But
as a young player with his father Melvin, who played professionally overseas, his Book goes boom from long range. What to expect? Steps into the deep three, and why not?
wow. For a lot of things over there. Look at that. I mean, he's at half court. Look, it was like almost, that's ridiculous, man. Most people that far away got to take a dribble to be able to get some power to raise up.
It's tremendous.
Booker all the way to the cup for two.
Saw him make a left-handed drive a little early on. There's some deep.
Pell in pursuit of Booker. Forget it.
Pretty good execution. Not a lot of room to operate over there between the sideline and the three-point line. 4 players, 2 offense, 2 defense, operating in tight spaces.
Booker good and a foul.
Back to Bridges, and here's the last play. Booker on the drive, the 76ers. Burks with a nice hard cut off that pass, just unable to finish it, but Robinson putting it back.
Booker now with 20. Frank Kaminsky has come on, number 8 for Phoenix. Booker the open floor, and he slams for 2. Devin Booker the hear me slam to give him 24.
Well, you can see him getting his steps down. You wonder what for. Booker is a guy who gets his steps down and goes left. People forget that he goes strong left. He's made 2 lefty layups here tonight.
Sneaky athleticism. Sneaky. He snuck him.
Booker, it's for 3.
Had to have some craftiness to get that up in the middle of the traffic there, up on the glass and in.
Booker and Thibault playing him with 5 personal fouls.
Or to block Devin Booker's shot. Not waning at all as he logs more.
Nicely done by Booker. Attracted the double team, was very patient. Let's have enough here with under 5 to play.
Well, there's no time to be tired now. You've got to push through because you don't want to look bad in these certain situations. This is a close ball game.
P.S. How about Booker with the body control?
Looked like he walked.
Whistle silent.
Is on the block shot on Hardaway. Mikal Bridges gets it. Here comes Rubio dancing into Curry and finding Booker inside with a nice feed. Playing today for the Dallas Mavs. They will need him and his shooting. Booker against Hardaway. And that is good in tight. The second best three-point shooting percentage in history after Steve Kerr. Nice stop and start. Booker puts it up and through. 10. Kid Gilchrist was taken number 2. Ayton out top. Willie Cauley-Stein. Here is a shot. Smooth. That is good. Boy, Booker is on his game. Extending to that three-point line. Shot clock at 10. Booker with it. Played at Kentucky for a season. Didn't start a while. Look at that nice fake, and he drops the sledgehammer. Pretty play by Devin Booker. On Booker on the drive.
Watch the freeze move here. Little jab step.
In a blink of an eye.
Look at this. Pump fake. Just them in a number of ways. The little freeze step right here.
It's been as high as 14 for the Suns, who are shooting just below 59%. Booker stopping on a dime and buries the 15-footer. Finding for it inside, finally claimed by Bridges. Here comes Booker, long strides taken into the defense of Kerr. And again, pinpoint shooting, but not like they were perhaps expecting. So many of these players have raised their game, like this kid right here. Wow. What a shot by Booker. Hit the deck, hit the glass, got it for 2 and a foul.
Waits for the defense. Comes on up there. Look at the contact down low.
Good point. Yep, two-time national champion for Jay Wright's Villanova Wildcats. Booker doubled, faking and jumping over the fray. He jumped over 2 guys, including Marjanovic, right in front of him. I think I saw Ricky Rubio's family send something from Spain, actually. Here's a great pass by the aforementioned Rubio inside. The cutting Booker gets it and puts it through. 25 for Devin Booker. It is not playoff intensity, although Phoenix has earned the right to do things like that. Get open shots. Booker with 27 p.m.
Will they be watching on their plane back home because they're headed back to shower since they're done? And then from what I understand, when they're done with their playing game,